All right, I think it's live. It's it's live.
Yeah.
This is the Poor Sports, the revival of the Poor Sports podcast. I had a podcast called Poor Sports with my friend Alex Akita, and we don't do it anymore because he has a better life than I do. And now I made a Poor Sports Seattle podcast. By the way, the feed is showing up there. It won't be there next time we do this. Come over to Casey McLean Comedy. It'll be there all the time. But these are my friends, Chase Myers and Mike Duke, on screen. Mike, you can't take the Mike has onion goggles.
I did. I was domesticated making dinner for my family before I did this.
I'm not. Listen, I'm going to be cooking before many of these.
And that explains those goggles.
That explains these ones. I am not entering in the 8th inning of a blowout victory to poorly pitch for a team as a bad reliever, but I did in fact chop some onions for some soup. That's all this is.
Those onion or those glasses belong to a guy who no longer gets to pitch in baseball because they have the innings limit. Like, you're a 1-out lefty with those glasses.
Yeah, yes, for sure. For sure.
Chase also, by the way, this is not Chase actually just looks like he's on a bed sheet. We haven't entered a sexual moment with Chase here. It's just is it a bed sheet hung up on your wall?
Nah, dude, it's just like a blue backdrop type situation.
Gotcha.
But yeah, dude, I'm not about to get into technical. I'm just not in my bed. All right. It's just what we're rolling with for the.
Yeah. All right. So we're going to talk about some sports. We got some topics. Chase, if you can't tell, is not from where I'm from. We have different accents, believe it or not. You have a big week of sports. It's a big week of sports down here in Louisiana way.
I've been trying to figure out, like, because everybody's got, so obviously Lane Kiffin is coming to coach my college, my chosen college, because I did not go to college there. I went to the community college across the street from there briefly. But I've blacked out at enough LSU games to claim them as my college. So, man, Lane Kiffin is coming.
Sorry, I cut
you. Wait, say what?
You have the same origin story as Mark Normand, where it's just Louisiana.
A little bit, yeah.
Yeah, cool.
Yeah, so I'm right outside of Baton Rouge. Tiger Stadium's like 20 minutes from where I grew up. But yeah, Lane Kiffin is coming to coach LSU, and I've been trying to think, like, what is, like, because everybody's talking right now. It's just basically a lot of stuff about, like, every time Lane leaves the place, it's kind of in disgrace, or there's like a controversy or something. And I was like, oh, maybe I'll look into like that. Like, what did they, what happened at each spot or whatever. And it's like, okay, I got Al Davis calling him a liar. That's kind of funny. And him and Nick Saban had beef for a minute. But then ultimately I thought about it and I was like, I don't really care. I'm just so happy to be the recipient of this situation. I'm so happy to be pulling for a team that people will ruin their reputation to come coach. So that's really where I'm at right now, is I'll take all your baggage. Like, Ole Miss is calling him a hoe. Like, there was like a whole, like, you can't turn a hoe into a housewife type thing. I'm welcoming it. I've always loved hoes. That's never been a problem over here. So, like, let's go. Let's get this offense going, bro. We beat Western Kentucky 2 weeks ago, 13-10. I'm gonna need all the transfers. I'm gonna need something to happen on offense. But yeah, I just honestly just very happy to be pulling for a team that someone will leave the college playoffs to come coach. Like, that is a great feeling.
There was like a couple weeks ago, the Louisiana governor was like, "We're not paying these assholes anymore. Like, we're not giving. And I know the athletic director, I think, either resigned or got fired, but now they're like, this dude is for sure going to receive a buyout. Lane Kiffin is for sure going to receive a buyout at some point from LSU. Yeah. And they just did the whole cycle over again. The hot name coach, they started the cycle over. There's going to be a $40+ million buyout in a couple of years.
So the same thing happened with Brian Kelly. Brian Kelly just left Notre Dame. He got them he got them in the playoffs. The whole thing just we're one of the poorest states in the country, except for when it comes to recruiting your football coach. We will fuck them kids. We are not paying for any schooling. We're not fixing any roads. But I'll be damned if we go 9-3 again. Fucking never again. We will be undefeated national championship. We got Joe Burrow like smoking cigars. We want that moment back. We need that moment again. Jaden Daniels winning the Heisman, that held us over for a second. We were pretty happy about that. But no, we need another championship. It's crazy the amount. Like, we add 10,000 seats to the stadium every year. Like, it just keeps getting bigger. Baton Rouge literally doubles in size on Saturdays whenever we have games there. Like, it is the economy. We will pay 40 to 50 million for you not to coach here anymore if you lose 3 games.
I am kind of envious of that, because like I'm from the Seattle area. There's always been like a calculus. They're like, oh, how can you justify spending all this money on a stadium with like children are starving and whatever they're worried about, and like the lack of morality that exists in college football, like that just is like, fuck any infrastructure project. We're like, make that purple and gold team win games. Otherwise, like, you're out. We don't give a shit. We're gonna spend an entire school district's budget on. Now he completely left. He's out.
He left.
While Chase is gone, I'm gonna play. I don't know if he turned off his video. I don't know if he's being summoned by the Upside Down or something right now. Does everyone hear this? Also?
Man, that sounded horrible. That's terrifying.
Hold on. Do you got echo cancellation off or something? Something happened that was bad. Give me a moment. Let's see.
It sounds like a cartoon character from hell.
I'm gonna read some of these chats real quick because we got a couple of them. Lupita Tolis says hi.
Oh,
and then
what's up?
There's a guy named Will Watson that's just roasting us left and right. Jesus Christ! We're getting a whole tour of Chase. I'm gonna mute you, Chase, because it sounds like. There we go. It sounds like me as a member of Alvin and the Chipmunks on your. Will Watson says. Roasted? The two with the hat look like a before and after for a product that didn't even work. This is great. Yeah. Like day one.
That's some gentle comedy.
Yeah.
Way to go.
Bro without the hat looks like he gets stoned, sits around wondering things like how high up he should wash his face now that he's starting to bald. This is hurtful. To Jesus.
He's not even
He went off camera again. We're really hurting.
Will Watson roasted him out of the pod.
Oh, he left completely.
Face hair,
bro. Without the hat has horrible face hair.
Well, that's just incomparable to what he's seen with us. That's not fair.
That is fair. There's a tough juxtaposition, but also I will say of Chase, while we get through these chats, that that when I met him, he had like this long, stringy, like pro wrestler mullet.
Amazing.
And I was like, dude, the moment I met him, I was like, fuck this dude. I don't like him. I don't like the hair. I don't like the accent. I don't like anything. And then I like him now. All right. His mustache is way too. This is like, I like this. Like, I assumed you and I would receive some roasts. I didn't think the thinnest guy on the podcast would get the most roasting. I love this. His mustache part is way too deep. That's like a whole finger width in the middle. And then another person says hi. Radley67 says hi.
Does anybody have anything to say about LSU? Or
not yet. Bro with the headphone has a big ass head. Like he made a pop sound when he came out of the womb. This is tremendous, by the way. Keep this coming. I will periodically.
If I may, not self-conscious. Totally normal size head and C-section. So. Boom, bitch.
Yeah, because that is the hallmark of someone with a totally normal size head, is that they require a C-section to escape the womb.
Do you want to get dark with it? Because I can. Because baby twin. I was tiny little baby twin. And I don't know if you know this about me, only child. So that's the C-section, Casey.
So your head smashed your would-be brother?
Yeah, something.
Yeah, You made it dark first. Like he made a pop sound when he came out of the womb. We
I didn't
know
know
what
him.
Oh, it was a him too? You got all that information?
It was a him, yes.
don't know if we're getting chased back. Do you? So I know that you don't follow college football as closely as perhaps an LSU fan that lives in a state that has barely any professional sports worth talking about. But
Right.
are you? What's your team?
If it comes to college football,
Oh God.
I mean, the Cougs probably. Just
Washington. Okay, so
yeah.
Chase has returned.
He's back.
Chase, you got destroyed on the. I just want to give
Yeah.
you the real quick, the one that I think was the most hurtful. Did you hear the roasts coming at you?
I did not, dude. Everything went like it was like Mickey Mouse voice. They got like
Yeah.
squeaky, and that's all I got. Yeah, and yeah, I don't know. I'm in my kitchen now. I don't know if that's gonna make anything better.
Let's see.
Still not.
It won't be worse.
Yeah, it's just gonna get slowly, like progressively worse and worse until I'm just like calling in like with a can to my ear, out like by a dumpster. But yeah, we've moved on from the satin room. I have my phone now like charging because I feel like it was about to die, which would be the next step. But yeah. So
All right,
yeah,
well,
give me some of these roasts.
there were quite a few roasts. Surprisingly, most of them directed at you, which as a fat guy that spends some time on the internet, I've seen some roasts of myself. So I'm not. I want to show you the one. A couple. These are the most hurtful ones, I think. Bro without the hat looks like he gets stoned. Sits around wondering things like how high up he should wash his face now that he's starting to bald, which I do think is hurtful. And I think the hair is fine from my perspective. Does not seem.
Yeah, you got a nice head of lettuce on you. Don't let Will Watson say otherwise.
I think before he said the bald thing, I think we're agreeing that you were getting high and wondering things. That's a big part of your life. But then the other one, this one, I can't even believe this.
Lane Kiffin's.
I got
salary.
His mustache part is way too deep. First off, I've never thought about somebody's mustache
In
part.
between, I've definitely thought about that.
Oh yeah, you got problems. This is no good. And he says it's like a whole finger width in the middle. Anyway, wow. Okay. And then he said that Mike. He said that Mike has a big head, and it sounded like he made a pop sound when he came out of the womb. And Mike revealed to us that he murdered his twin on the way out. He was supposed to be a twin. And,
correct. It's accurate. It's the name of my memoir.
On the way out. So
to the brother I murdered.
Yeah.
I was
How
telling
in
you
any
that
world does he see both of us and say my head is bigger than yours, Casey? That's what I want to know. His observational
What size hat
skills.
do you wear, Mike? What size fitted hat do you wear?
7 1/4 question mark?
7 1/4? That sounds like someone who's never bought a fitted hat in their entire life.
I prefer snapback. Yeah.
Probably because your head's so goddamn big you can't fit in a fitted
hat.
hat.
I knew it was coming. Like I don't even know.
I got a big head. I'm like a 7 5/8, and I'm like
that's bigger than mine. If I
got two holes left on a snapback. So
many holes.
Dude,
I'm like two snaps in.
You're buying Chase? Are you buying youth hats?
Dude, I should like. So my snapback
the smaller logo, just
and the bill is not quite.
Yeah, it doesn't quite fit your face.
Mine, I have extra snaps, dude. There'll be like 2 extra snaps that I have. Like I don't even use all the snaps, and then when I buy a fitted hat, size 7, it's size 7, which is like
the second smallest.
It's like the size they start with, basically.
Yeah.
It's like congratulations, you're 15. It's like I got a voodoo like head shrinker spell on me.
You are from the land of voodoo head shrinkers.
Yeah, you're just one of the shrunken heads. That's all you are.
That's exactly. Yeah.
So before we were interrupted by your internet, I was saying that I'm jealous of the. I got to turn these comments off for a minute because this is sort of keep them coming, Will Watson. But yeah, we keep getting great comments. I was saying that I'm jealous of a place that just does not give a shit about infrastructure or the local population and just sells out completely for sports that like up until a couple years ago when players started getting paid were like borderline or arguably immoral to even exist. And they're like, no, all the money, we're going to give all of our money towards the guy that leads those guys. And never, like, the local school district's terrible, I'm sure. You came out of them, so I think that's a pretty good...
I am, dude. Casey, we have a lazy river that runs through like the university that says LSU. That was necessary. Everybody needs
They
this lazy
made a
river.
man-made river.
Yes, yeah. Like a pool, like a lazy river, like the pool. Like if you went to like a water park or whatever, and set like that's just running through the school. Uh, Also, oh, there we go. We got our first kid sighting of
Yeah, we got a kid on
stream.
here. This is a good place
Yeah.
for a kid to be.
Also,
This is
don't
where you
forget,
want.
there's an actual tiger that's just in the middle of the school at all times. Like we have a whole like zoo for this one tiger, and it takes up a huge space. It's right next to where the basketball stadium, the PMAC, the Pete Maravich Assembly Center. Right next to it, you can go see a tiger right now in the middle of Louisiana, where they're not known to be.
Yeah, that's it's like Mike Tyson's house level of spending.
Exactly. Yeah.
Also, while you were chatting and I was getting heckled by my son now, I just quick Goog, Louisiana 42nd in education.
Okay, higher than I would have expected based on.
What's your point?
All right, so I have a prediction. It's early to start doing predictions, but I think so. The Lane Kiffin thing is the most egregious, I think, modern college football atrocity. And I say this, by the way, as someone I was on the other end of the Kalen DeBoer. I'm a Washington Huskies fan.
Alabama, yeah.
I watched him go to Alabama. I was heartbroken. I thought that dude could have been the next Don James. Like, I think he really could have had something special here. First off, there's something wrong with the system that has to be fixed immediately because Lane Kiffin is leaving as he should be coaching a team in the playoffs. At least Kalen DeBoer and Alabama had the decency to wait until he almost won a national championship before he left. To leave before the playoff starts is crazy. It's unprecedented. Last year, it seemed like an atrocity that Marshall dropped out of their bowl game because they didn't have enough players because of the transfer portal issue. This is so much worse than that. There's going to be players leaving, is my prediction. Obviously, the coaching staff. We don't know who all showed up on the plane yet, I don't think, but apparently the deal was get on the plane, and whoever shows up on the plane, if you don't show up on the plane, you're not on the coaching staff at LSU. This is Godfather shit going on there. And it's got to, I mean, I know you should get to be the last recipient of this, the same way like Sam Bradford got the last mega rookie quarterback contract and is like, to this day, Sam Bradford is like a top 10 career earner in the NFL because he signed 2 of those big contracts. But this has to change, right? Like, do you agree? After you cut the rope up on your way past?
Yeah, nobody else comes through after this one. I think it's just I get the benefit, and the rest of you guys is disgraceful, honestly. But yeah, no, there is something like if the bowl games are supposed to matter and the college playoff is supposed to matter, then all of the transfer stuff, all these things, there should be like a free agent period or whatever where it happens after. Like it doesn't. Because also it's not like good for the game at all either. Like, not to get too serious about it, but like for real, like if your coach would have left before the championship. But I do say this saying that this is also twice we did because Brian Kelly did this exact same thing. He left like right before the bowl game, did the whole thing. But yeah, you would hope that the whole season matters. It's weird to play a whole season and then at the end be like, all right, I'm out. Like.
Just so I'm on the right page, Brian Kelly is the video with and like just like G'ing it up in the video, the promo video.
Yeah, that
was when Brian Kelly came in. Okay, yeah.
Yeah, that was his like version of trying to like recruit. Was like he's gonna like do like a photo setup that you'd see at like a wedding or whatever.
Yeah, and it's just going around. Sure. You're at like a shitty concert at the casino, and you got to go. Yeah.
The first 2 things that LSU fans like saw Brian Kelly in like was he did that, and we were all pretty like, okay, like that's pretty cringe. Tried to like make excuses for it. And then he showed up at a basketball game, and suddenly this motherfucker from Connecticut had like a thick Southern accent where he's like, me and my family are just so excited to be a part of such a great tradition. And we were like, from that moment, we almost fired him right then. We almost just started paying his buyout at that moment. But yeah, he was like never gonna fit, dude. He was like after press conferences after games, he was saying stuff to our media like that we're spoiled, and it's like, dude, Like, if you want to get fired, that's what you do, is tell people that they're spoiled. Like, you guys are spoiled. You expect me to win every game. And it's like, okay, you're getting $15 million a year. We kind of do. Like, but.
Yeah. I want to play the video because you brought up the hoe and housewife comment. And then did you see that Lane Kiffin confronted the guy who's like a reporter that said it on his podcast? And then I'm going to show this video because it's like
called me and apologized on Saturday.
why do we have? Hold on, we got this. This shows soccer for all you guys, right? There we go.
Conversation. Then at 7:15 p.m. amidst all this craziness on Twitter, the same number that called me and it was Lane on the other end apologizing, and I apologize for my role in it too because it's all really silly. The same dude, the exact same dude.
Okay, this part's great. You got it. This is like I don't know if it makes me love Lane Kiffin, but you got to wait. This is amazing. Ready?
Dude is sending me a meme of him picking up the hoe hat and putting down, or not, picking up the hoe hat over the housewife hat. That happened.
I've been going through it this weekend trying to defend my friend Ben. Okay.
This is like the most. Okay. The whole situation sucks. It sucks for Ole Miss. It sucks for college football. Lane Kiffin might be the funniest coach in the history of college football. Maybe Mike Leach. Maybe Mike Leach is funnier, but
not on purpose though. That's a completely different beast. Like that's apples and potatoes. But yes,
I forget what game. There was like an Ole Miss game like just a few weeks ago where Lane Kiffin was like getting ready to do like the after game interview, and there's a player right there, and he's like, "This dude's talking shit at me the whole time. Look at it." Like he said, he couldn't stop, like that we couldn't be stopped or some shit, and like just put him on blast right there, and then just gave his interview like normal. Yeah, dude, he like he's gonna fit in great. Like we like I think Louisiana likes kind of petty, like shit talky type coaches. Like Sean Payton, like we miss him in New Orleans, dude. Like we miss that type of kind of like cocky, run up the score, talk a bunch of shit on your way there. Like that's what we're, like that's what we're looking for. So.
Yeah. Do you think the rule seems like it's going to change and they're going to call it the Lane Kiffin rule? Like it doesn't seem like there's any way college football can let this happen another season. It's too late now, obviously. Lane Kiffin's gone, but this is like a massive problem.
And so is Chase.
Yes, Jesus. Chase is
no, I'm back.
Okay.
You do not talk about my program.
It's like you're on the verge of transitioning to a different topic, and he's like, I'm done. I got to move to the bathroom this time.
I want to read a couple more roasts of Chase before we move on to a new topic. This is goddamn. It is so. It's so mean.
I'm such a nice dude.
After all the head conversation, Will Watson says, "I don't like where this is headed." And then, bro only likes when you give him my head start. Was that what he said? Bro only likes when you give him my head start. I don't know if that's a sexual reference.
Yeah.
Bro only likes when you give him a head start. I don't know. What's a bro start with a hedge fund? We got a head in there. All right. Maybe these didn't get as good as I thought.
No, man, you're giving this dude a lot of credit.
Bro with the headphones, cholesterol higher than Brachiosaurus pussy. This is, by the way, maybe the only benefit of having this on my YouTube channel is some of these people came here because they saw my stand-up and may actually have some affection for me. Otherwise, I'd be getting worse than this. I've never been not the recipient. The fact that Mike is getting the brunt of the fat jokes is bro in the white tee looks like he'll eat some. I assume this is pussy. And then take her out to a buffet.
No,
in that order
pasta,
is. Oh,
and then
you think it's pasta? Yeah,
no,
it's
of course
pasta.
it's not. Come on.
Yeah, I will definitely eat some pasta though. I'm hungry for pasta right now. I like that. That's the order that I would do it in. Like that he thinks that's. I'm getting the cardio in before the meal. Are you crazy?
All right, I'm
glasses
still here.
can see my next joke coming. All right, Chase has to
He
take
said
a shit or whatever he said.
He gave us the heads up.
And he said, and he knew I was going to be here today. Bro with the headphones looked like his script of Dulcolax ran out. You know what Dulcolax is, Mike?
No.
Don't pretend like you don't. Don't pretend like you don't.
Probably something to do with shitting, if I were to guess.
You get lax in it and you can't figure out what it is? Come on.
No, that's why I said that has something to do with shitting, because fat.
Yeah.
Low-hanging fruit. You're giving this guy a lot of credit, and I'm sure, again, it's one guy that came and saw you at the Giggle Pit in Tulsa or something, and
I wish
now
the Giggle
you love
Pit
him.
in Tulsa would book me.
Great, but who books that?
Sorry, I both the comics were like, wait, how'd you get the giggle pit?
I know, you know the Chase. I'm sure you remember this, and I think it was your buddy who posted. And I say that just to give you plausible deniability when he gets mad about this. You and I have a mutual friend who you probably talk to more than I do now because he moved away. Also, who got really mad about there being like an illegal pandemic show. And I literally was like, oh, fuck, I got to figure out who books this illegal pandemic show. And I was like booked to do the illegal pandemic show when it finally got shut down by the health department.
Yeah, there was a lot of, people had a lot of opinions at that point. And then I saw a lot of those people at the same shows. So,
So I'm going to try to give me a moment. You guys become acquainted with each other. I want to pull up this. Did you guys see, so Juwan Jennings got punched in the nuts. Did you guys see that?
Yeah.
But that was last week's game. And then Shelby, I'm going to try to pull up the Shelby Harris video real quick and get it on the screen because Shelby Harris, I think, has the has like comedic timing. I think it was very funny watching him talk shit about it.
It was beautiful. I also enjoy, I guess I don't know if I want to spoil the quote, but I just like the theme that's going on between our two first topics of, I don't want to, I'll let you pull up the videos.
The of hose, is that what you're talking about?
Yes, of hose, yeah.
Hold on, yeah. Let me we'll get.
And I want that known. Like, I see why he got punched in the nuts. Because that's he says some things that you should not say to another man ever. But like, I don't respect it because you say that, then run behind your O-line. That's some real soft shit. And I want that known. I see exactly why they punched the nuts. I'm surprised nobody punched him in the jaw yet. He's a hoe.
There we go.
And I want that known.
Part.
Like, I see why he got punched.
So I'm going to play the video.
He's a hoe. That's good.
I'm going to play the video of the nut punch because it's actually, I took like a moment. I had to like.
This one on a short week and play the
so. You're going to look on the left side of the screen. I'll focus on the left side of the screen.
They used the timeout instead of the delay.
It didn't show up perfectly there, but on the replay,
Let's
it's
take a
wild.
look and see if
he's reeling there. That's Juwan Jennings right there.
that's Juwan Jennings kind of
That's
doubled
Juwan
over,
Jennings,
may have
that's
gotten
right
a
there.
punch
Right
down
now,
low.
left side of the screen.
We're told.
Boom! Uppercut to the nuts.
Took exception
back.
to it. Told. Took exception
Oh, yeah.
to
You
it.
wore
and then at the
that.
end,
You wore it.
He
When was the last time in your life that you got punched in the nuts? And when was the last time that you punched somebody else in the nuts?
Oh man, are we now? We're all fathers. Are we counting child nut shots? Because
No.
those happen. Okay, then.
No, my children, that doesn't count because there's like I get headbutted and stepped on after I change a diaper constantly.
Yeah. Oh, last nut shot. Punch nut shot. I mean, years, right? Years.
Oh,
Don't say right to me.
I mean, I don't know what kind of stuff you're getting into in Tacoma. I don't know if there's some nut punching stand-up show where everybody gets up and you have to finish a roast after you get hit in the dick. But I'm not around a lot of people that want to harm me. I think that's a personal pride that I take.
Oh,
God. Sorry. Yeah, my bad. My bad.
Well, I know, Chase, you worked in a warehouse relatively recently. When I worked in a warehouse, it was like fair game. Everyone was hitting each other in the nuts.
Yeah.
Some of the ladies got hit in the nuts. Like, I used to
work
work
at a
on this.
school, so
Yeah, you
nut
should hit
shots
some
are
kids in the
few and
nuts,
far
dude.
between. Man, why do you think I coach soccer? There's a way to do it, and no,
I
just kidding.
I worked at a factory and I was running a printing press, and this dude next to me in my machine, Cesar, was like a sniper. He would come like slap the tip of my penis and my balls like on a regular basis, and I would take pride in like blindsiding him, getting a blindside nut shot on him when I could.
Yeah, I don't know. It's definitely. I just wear a cup at all times, dude. I want to believe that I'm past it, but I'm not. I don't want to risk it. I just really like my favorite part about that video you just showed, though. I like the thought of somebody like getting hit in the nuts, and then the next week somebody being like, "I'm glad that dude got hit in the nuts." Like that is like
It's kind of like an
no,
unspoken thing. Like as men, you don't really wish that upon another
right.
man.
There was no
And now this guy's
camaraderie in
like,
that.
fucking hit him in the dick twice and then go for the jaw. Like, let's do that.
Absolutely. That's
Yeah.
what you do to hoes.
Yeah.
You punch them in the dick.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I'm in the Bay Area now. I live like kind of in the East Bay, and that quote got around out here pretty quick, dude. People are trying to defend why he's not a hoe. But I don't know. I
mean, I gotta tell you, we're 2 for 2 on people getting called hoes and then acting like hoes.
Yeah. I see no. I see nothing wrong with what's been said so far. You're a hoe until proven otherwise.
I mean, I understand you're assigning a lot of positive value to hoes. You're assuming that most hoes are well behaved. These are not well behaved hoes. Lane Kiffin and Juwan Jennings. These are bad hoes.
In different area codes, some might say. I'm also gonna. I know I just said we don't commend men hitting men in the nuts that often, but the athleticism of that hook around the pile, like mid play.
Oh yeah,
that's an impressive nut
Merrick.
shot.
Let's see if I'll get back to it.
And then he gets shoved in the back.
Oh yeah.
Like
Took
he's
exception
just
to it, and then at the end, he and Merrick got into it.
It kind of blows my mind how few, like even in baseball, because I don't think you're a Mariners fan. I know Mike's a Mariners fan. You are a Mariners fan?
Mm-hmm.
Like, is that your favorite team, or just like because you lived up here, you like them some?
I adopted them whenever I moved there. Louisiana doesn't have a baseball team. So.
Sure. I mean, they have a very good college baseball team. You're not paying that coach $50 million, I'll tell you that. But
he's got 2 national championships in 3 years, dude. We might.
And a bunch of just amazing players killing it right now. But he probably makes as much as we do combined.
Yeah.
But the Mariners have a history of dudes rupturing testicles, and it always blows my mind because when I played youth baseball, they were like, you do cup checks before every tournament. Only at tournaments would they do it, but you'd have to do like a cup check in the dugout with the umpire to make sure everybody was wearing a cup. And I was like, well, that must be because everybody in pro baseball wears a cup. And then it's like, oh, almost none of them wear a cup because they value athleticism and they don't want to lose whatever having a cup.
Yeah.
And they're also coordinated enough to not let a ball hit them in the nuts.
Yeah,
most of them already have kids too.
Take a ground ball to the nuts. Wasn't that who?
Beltre.
Remember that stuff? Yeah.
Beltre, I believe, ruptured a testicle. Was Jeff Cirillo? I know there's another rupture. The Mariners have like
Haniger.
I want to say 5 ruptured testicles in their history.
Haniger's one of them. At one point, we had more ruptured testicles than like playoff wins.
Playoff
or
wins,
something.
yeah.
That was the joke. There you go.
Let's see. Seattle Mariner ruptured testicles. Mitch Haniger.
Wow.
Beltre's got to be on there.
Oh, this doesn't even have the list. It just had same number of playoff appearances. Yeah, thanks Reddit. I already know that. Keep efforting. I'll figure. I'll find the list.
Let me read some more roasts from Will Watson because this will encourage him to be a good person. Let's see. I can hear my daughter calling me. Bro with the headphones. We should put the names on here so we can at least say the names because I have to remember if this is about me or not. Bro with the headphones, eyeballs way too close is one of them.
That's even true. I have really squinty eyes. I have really squinty eyes, and I know that. Thanks, 3rd grade. But like, I don't know if they're close.
He has low self-esteem. Every time I make a good joke about him, he furs his eyebrows, which I don't think is the word, by the way.
Yeah, I fur them.
And then that's hilarious. He said he looked so relieved that you didn't read the one about his eyeballs being too close. Oh, this is a good time.
Here we go.
I haven't been showing him on screen, but this is a good time.
Mike Parrott, Joseus Manzanillo, Adrian Beltre, and Mitch Haniger, all ruptured testicles.
So does that mean one of them ruptured 2 testicles? Because we had it at 5, I
Ruptured
Maybe I'm
testicle
wrong.
being hit by a sharp
God,
ground
can you
ball.
imagine
Oh no,
rupturing both testicles?
Jose's Manzanillo was both testicles when a line drive hit him.
God.
I can't think of a worse thing.
Yeah, that is terrible.
I hope that happens to Juwan Jennings.
I hope he
it
takes up
happens to
slow
Lane
pitch
Kiffin.
softball and yeah. I hope Lane Kiffin goes out for a celebrity softball game and just wears one in the hot corner.
Do you ever? I was like a devout cup wearer, and I played at some point I played catcher. I like played catcher and pitch.
No
were the two
shit,
main things
Casey.
that I did.
I'm sorry. What?
And
Nobody thought you played anything else.
I played, dude. You should have seen me. I was so thin and still slow when I was younger that people thought I was fast. I played in a flag football league after high school, and they were like, you got to be a wide receiver, and I'm like, I'm not fast, and they're like, you look fast enough to be a decoy. That's good enough, and I was like, okay, well, that's fine. I was like catching with no cup on, bad move, and just inevitably a ball gets under the gear and hits me right in the sack, and I had to I couldn't practice the rest of the day. It was terrible.
Sure.
Pass.
All right.
I'm realizing I don't have a lot of getting hit in the nut stories, man. I've done a good job in my life of protecting myself.
Do you want to talk about? We have more hoe behavior if you'd like to talk about, and more LSU hoe behavior actually.
Wow. Okay.
Well, this is a topic you brought up, Chase. Tell us about your boy Jamar Chase.
Yeah, it's true. Yeah. So Jamar Chase, wide receiver for the Bengals. He was on LSU's last national championship team. Which, by the way, after that national championship, he wasn't draft eligible, and he just decided not to play the next year. He just sat out.
Was that the COVID year?
Yeah. He just didn't play.
Okay.
And then and it was a good move because we went 5-5. So the last memory of him was holding a national championship, and then he was like, I'll catch up to Justin Jefferson later. But yeah, he spit on Jalen Ramsey 2 weeks ago. He served a week suspension, and it just got me thinking about other spitting stories that happen, because it happens a couple times a year in sports where somebody will spit. Everybody will give their comment on it. It's basically versions of how big of a hoe you got to be to spit on another man. And I was
the hoe heavy podcast today.
It's a very who would have thought, right? Sometimes you just start it and the topic's just it bubbles to the front. That's exactly what happened here. But so I was curious, what does that do, to because Jamar Chase just came back this week and caught for 110 yards. He just immediately had a great game. He just came back to avenge his name. And so I was looking back on other spitting stories, and Casey mentioned Roberto Alomar, which is one I had not really thought about in a long time. I was also really young when that happened, 96, somewhere up in there. And so I was like, oh, I wonder what he did the next game after that. He had a game-winning home run. He just and then I was like, all right, Rajon Rondo and CP3, they had a beef for a long time. Rondo spit on Chris Paul. It's what happened after that? Rondo won a championship right after. So if you're
going through, what you're saying is if you're going through a slump, fucking rear back and hock it on someone.
Spit on a star.
Disrespectful is what it is. There's no bad. You get called a hoe for a week, and then after that, dude, you're you made it. You've done it completely.
Shohei's about to look like that scene in Ace Ventura where they're just covered in
Shohei Bukkake.
Yeah.
Is that gonna pull us off YouTube? I'm supposed to be monetized on this thing.
We've already said Lane Kiffin too many times. You're cut. Your money's now going to him.
Yeah, that would be funny when they make me pay the journalist Ben something that called him a hoe originally.
That is his government name, Ben something.
Ben something. You guys want to? Okay, so there was the thing. I'm gonna try not to talk about analytics too much, but the Eagles had a controversial 2-point conversion attempt. So there were 3 minutes and 11 seconds left. They had just scored a touchdown to bring their deficit. They were behind against the Bears by 15. They brought their deficit to 9. They went for 2 and they missed it, and it was like controversy on both sides. People saying you absolutely do this all the time. You have to go for 2 in that situation. And people who are like, analytics need to be out of football. You got to get rid of them. You absolutely never go for it there. Do you guys have strong feelings either way before I get into my fucking mealy-mouthed half commitment to both sides? Oh, he's talking to his wife. I thought he was talking to us. He's talking to his wife.
No,
The kids are fine, but get your wife off this fucking screen, dude.
Sorry. Yeah, sorry. We were talking about hoes. No. No, one of my kids is at a play date, and I gotta get him at a certain time, but we're not there yet.
Right.
Anyways, I love analytics. So no, I don't know, because isn't it the kind of scenario where you have to do it at some point? So like, what difference does it make when you do it?
Yeah. That's the argument for it for sure.
Yeah, because like if they don't do it, then they go down and they score another touchdown and it's wild, and then you have to go for it when there's no time left, and you don't get it, then you're a bum because you didn't go for it before. It's just 6 in one hand, half dozen in the other, and I don't know. I guess I don't have like I clearly don't know the stats on it at all.
Sure.
I think it's more fun to watch more football than kick the extra point. I'm also the kind of fan where it's like, make something else fun that makes it make the extra point have to be 40 yards or 50 yards or whatever, and then I don't know, if people have an issue with things. But I say go for 2.
Do you think they should make like a 60-yard 2-point conversion
or 3
kick?
Or that's worth 3? That's really far.
That'd be great.
Like you're down, and then you scored your 6 and we're down 9, so I gotta bust out Cam Little, and he's got to hit a 60-yarder, and I mean he's going to, because he hit a 70-yarder, but
68.
Yeah. No, in preseason it was 70.
Preseason,
yeah, that's right.
Don't.
Yeah, you're right.
How dare you question me on my
It
Jags?
doesn't count on the record books, Mike. It doesn't count.
I
on
know
the
it
record books. It's not
doesn't.
on the record books. I don't give a shit. Chase, do you have it? Before I bore everybody with my opinion, do you have a feeling?
I'm the same way. I go back and forth with it. A lot of times with like going for 2, I kind of think you shouldn't do it till you have to. But also, if like the numbers work in your way and then it works out, then I'm like, yeah, see, that's why you fucking do it. And then if it doesn't, I'm like, see, these fucking dorks are ruining sports.
Oh, so you take the brave stance that if it works, it was the right call, and if it doesn't work, it was the wrong call. That's wow.
Yes,
Thanks.
I do.
Thank you for that.
I am always right. But no, I kind of, with the going for 2 thing, I usually lean more to like, you shouldn't do it till you have to. Like,
yeah, that's the more traditional approach.
And I'm sure you're going to give me a bunch of stats of why it's like more important to go for it then. But to me, it's like, now you are just down 9. You need the ball 2 more times to get there. Whereas like if you cut it to 8, the next time you get the ball, you can go for it.
So like a morale thing. Like you missed that field goal, and now, or you missed the 2-point. Now you're like, well, we're not going to get the ball back twice. Fuck.
Yeah. Now you're looking at time. You're looking at like possessions that you're going to get it again.
Yeah.
You like really put yourself. You might have to fucking get an onside kick now, which is impossible.
Your New Orleans Saints would disagree with you.
Buddy, don't think that I was trying not to make this an all Louisiana podcast, but if we want to take a minute, I can do that. So, my Saints, who are just adorable this year, we're down to 19-17. We throw a pick 2. We throw a pick 2.
You sure did.
Yeah, to go down by 4. So not only do we not get the 2-point conversion to tie the game, we now are not even like losing by a field goal. Now
should have tried it earlier in the game, you idiot.
Maybe, dude, maybe. And so now with like, I don't know, 1 minute and 20 seconds left, we kick onside kick. We actually get the onside kick, and of course we just 4 downs, don't make anything happen. But if we literally don't throw a pick 2, we at least could set ourselves up for like, we just need to get in field goal range. Just a beautiful new way to find to lose. We're determined.
Yeah. I mean, you found your way to lose with whatever your quarterback's name is.
Shuck.
That's not how the English language works. If we could just divert a little bit, that's not what that name is. But
Yeah, that was one of those names that when I was like reading about him and stuff like that, like I didn't watch the draft, and I'm like reading about this quarterback, and I was like, I'm gonna need somebody to say this name out loud before I go out here and say like I have to hear this because this
before
is not
you
right
go and
yet.
draft him on your fantasy team or something.
That's by the
Yeah,
way, that's
exactly.
from the land of E's, A's, U's, and X's saying that you
Yeah.
need to hear somebody to say the fucking.
That's more because I know how weird it can get. So I'm like, I need to hear somebody clear this up. Yeah.
All right, let me give you guys my
it's funny, people
diatribe
are
real quick.
talking-
Yeah, let's
go for it,
let's get up on your soapbox, Casey.
So Greg Olson made it like a big thing on Twitter, and then Emmanuel Acho got involved in the conversation, which is very exciting. That's the two just minds of our generation going after each other, just two true scholars. I actually think Greg Olson does a pretty good job, and Acho's probably fine. He's kind of annoying sometimes, but
Way to stand your ground, Casey.
I would say,
just in case they hear this.
I told you my half commitment to both sides. So I've previously been a guy that was like, you got to go for it early because it gives you because the thing that you guys are bringing up is that you don't want to lose the game. Basically, you're trying not to lose. You don't like if you kick the extra point, there's still hope, but that doesn't mean that you're gonna get the 2-point conversion later. You may actually need 3 possessions, and the earlier you know that, you could play differently. You could play more aggressively on defense. You could play more aggressively on offense because you know you need to preserve clock for an onside kick and a third possession to kick a field goal or whatever. That's up until, and then I have a friend. His name's Josh Hermsmeyer, Frisco Josh on Twitter. He used to write for 538. And he brought up this amazing point that I had never really thought about, but it's the marginal difference of like kick it now, go for 2 later, or go for 2 now. It's probably less than 1%. Like it's a slight advantage because the chances of you even getting the ball back to begin with are not 100%. Like there's a good chance with 3 minutes, 11 seconds left, you're never going to get the ball back. There's a really good chance if you get the ball back, you're not going to score on that possession anyway. And then to also have to get the onside kick and score a third time, you're talking about the difference, the marginal difference in these things is like a fraction of a percentage. And this is one of those things where I think analytics is starting to like kind of turn back on itself and re-examine itself. I think coaches make colossal fuck ups a lot of the time. Like the Seahawks timeout usage at the end of the second or at the end of the first half yesterday was insane. Pete Carroll was like horrifically bad at time management when he was
timeouts
here.
really affected him last night. That was a big one for him.
Well, it was, but I mean, it was relatively close for a quarter, right? Like it did look worse earlier in the game. There are still like large pieces of meat on the bone. I do think that if you're talking about a fraction of a percentage, the coaches feel for like their team's fatigue or what plays they have available, the health of the players, maybe like, I don't know what the setting or the situation was exactly in that Philadelphia game. I don't remember who was injured and who had recently come off the field with an injury. But like, let's say A.J. Brown tweaked an ankle. And you go, well, we'd like to have A.J. Brown on for the 2-point conversion play when we have to run it, but he's not available right now because he's still recovering from this minor injury 2 plays ago. Of course, in that situation, yeah, you probably kick it and wait until you have an... I thought it was an interesting moment that the country has like turned on Nick Sirianni, who is an easy punching bag, by the way. Like, not a very likable guy. Horrible facial expressions on a regular basis. Looks like a completely...
Will Watson would tear him apart.
Will Watson, he probably is Will Watson. I think that's Will Watson's... that's Nick Sirianni's alter ego is Will Watson. By the way, he's gone. Will Watson, done with us, has not commented in a while. He got it all out. I like... And there's also like... I do think that has become the conventional wisdom. People have played enough Madden to realize there's like this kind of this, and I'm guilty of it. Like you think of it as like a video game as opposed to real players, and I'm on. I think both you guys are right. I think as a general rule, if there were 8 minutes left and you really had a chance at 3 possessions without having to kick an onside kick, for sure do it then, because then you have that information early and you can really affect the rest of the game. But yeah, it's like the difference is such a small percentage that I almost don't think there's a wrong choice there. You know, the coaches know their teams and the state of their teams and the state of their playbooks and how their plays interact with the previous plays they've called better than any fucking analyst, and especially a dickhead comedian on a podcast.
That's where I disagree with you, actually. From where I'm sitting, you got to kick that field goal. Yeah, I don't know, man. I you see it a lot in games where it's like they'll go for two, they miss it, and then they go for two again later. They miss it then too, and then they end up losing by like a point or 2 points or whatever. And it's like,
well, this is a little bit different because what you're talking about is a situation where they didn't need to go for two either time. And in this situation, they have to go for two one of the two times.
At some point, they're gonna have.
But wouldn't it going for it earlier be the example of not having to go for it, which is kind of like your point previous, is like you go for it earlier and it changes it by 1% or whatever. Because like you go for it, we score, it's 0-0, you score on the opening drive, and then you just go for two, and you're up 8 or up 6.
That's
whatever.
a whole different scenario than what we're talking about, which is, I mean, I do think there's good arguments for going for two every single time because the like expected points on a 2-point conversion are more than the expected points on a point after touchdown kick, an extra point kick. But that's not even the situation that I'm talking about. I'm talking about end of game, down 15, you score a touchdown. What decision do you make then? And it's more, I hadn't thought about it this way. It was more clock dependent than I thought about. Like, I think that it's if you don't really have hope for a third possession, I kind of don't think it matters. And I will say, like, this isn't necessarily what coaches should be thinking, but for the viewer at home, watching a game that's 8 points apart is a lot more intriguing than a 9-point game with a minute 30 left or whatever. All right, we did it. We have one last shitty topic from Mike Duke here, by the way.
What? Oh, yeah. Sorry, you froze and were twisted, and I didn't know what was going on.
I froze.
You froze. Yeah.
Okay. Is that?
And then all of a sudden, I'm getting fucking the heat coming from.
That's what happens, dude. Every time you freeze, you get roasted.
Will Watson back in the chat.
Yeah, Will Watson, are you there?
No. So what did I do? What did I do?
You have a topic that you brought up. I was like, hey, Mike, come up with some topics. And you were like, you never told me to come up with a topic. So here's
That's not fucking at all what happened.
So also, by the way, Mike, I was like, hey, Mike, find something with a video. And Mike sends the worst fucking video. So I had to go find a better version of the video. It's still dog shit. Work. All right. So I don't care about your job.
I know it's not a job. I'm currently doing it for free. And look, it doesn't matter.
Like a hoe.
Like a hoe. That's all student teachers are. They're hoes. No, so again, Casey he's defending himself a little too much. He said, a couple of topics. I didn't know, like, send him an article, send him something that like people are talking about. We're giving hot takes. I didn't know what the hell.
You didn't even send anything though. I had to like prompt you to send anything. You're like, no, I'll have something about soccer.
Tell me yours or you
my topic. I did send you mine. I told you my exact thing.
Look, it doesn't matter, ho. We're talking here's the thing. I decided to go with soccer related, and that's kind of what I told him. And then I had something prepped, but it was not like a news story soccer related. I was just going to kind of make a weird
We're going to do like
segment.
Rules trivia. What the fuck were we going to do?
I had some trivia questions. I had some things. I was just going to talk about it.
Give us, hold on. I want to do this. Give us 3 trivia questions. Mike, by the way, Mike runs a very successful trivia company in Spokane, Washington. So, give us like 3 off the top of your head trivia questions. And I don't know how we can do this. We'll put it in the chat. You got the chat available to you, Chase?
Okay.
Yeah, I got it.
Okay,
I'm gonna turn my camera off though while I type with my fingers.
All right.
Okay, so part of the thing that I was originally going to bring up was like I was going to go up on my soapbox and talk about how English Premier League is it's a more enjoyable watching experience because of the hours of it. For those that don't watch soccer, English Premier League obviously is in England, and the games are early, so you don't have to like. In my case, be a bad parent and like be like, hey, at 1:00, I got to go get drunk and watch, in your case, the Seahawks or whatever. You don't have to do that. It doesn't take up the middle of your day. The game's on at 8:00. and then you're done by 10 and the whole day is there. So that was all it. And so then I was going to like introduce you to the English Premier League, whatever. So first question that I'll go with is, what year did the English Premier League begin?
Oh fuck, dude, I don't know. I'm typing it in.
Type it in the private chat. 1893.
Don't give my
1976.
answer away to Chase. You can probably see it.
So
I see the chat.
So again, here's the thing. This is what's kind of crazy about this is those teams that you're familiar with have been around for forever, right?
Yeah.
But the English Premier League itself did not exist until 1992.
Wow.
So it's like the same time as like the WNBA, or like and like that kind of thing. So like that's just a crazy fun fact trivia that I wasn't expecting.
And
you guys
equally
to know.
meaningful to me. That's cool.
Yeah, how about that? Hose, right? Okay, this one you might. Okay, what English Premier League team has the most titles with 13? Okay.
Oh, dude, I said the same thing. Hold on, I gotta.
No, that's okay. That's okay. Listen, it's not
Chase
me
just
versus
wrote
you necessarily.
LSU. That's weird. No, it is Man U. They have 13. They have 13. You don't have to. You don't
I
have
just
to come up
typed
with
the
a big-
abbreviated one so I could beat you to it if we were going on timing.
I literally was.
He was spelling out Manchester.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So he somehow got an EAUX in it though. I don't know how.
And then a fun one that you can kind of compare to other sports and stuff when you think of like upsets in sports or whatever. Arguably one of the biggest upsets of all time was when this team won the Premier League at a 5,000 to 1 odds. It was in 2012.
I don't know the exact spelling, but I think it's that.
Yeah.
Dang, see, I know some shit.
Yeah, that's a phone that's all encompassing, right? You look up the big upsets. The first Patriots win. Buster Douglas is 4-1.
So I said,
but yeah,
I
we're
said
there.
it's called like Leicester. Do they pronounce it Leicester?
Leicester City, yeah.
Yeah, but it's pretty. I would say it's Leicester.
Well, the crazy thing about them is I believe it was 2 years later. So they win. They're at the top of the league. You get all this money when you win the Premier League. And then they got relegated like 2 years later, amazing. I think it was, which is hilarious. Relegation is another thing that's awesome. But yeah, so that was kind of what I had in mind. But then you're like, send an article, videos. This is a visual medium. And so I wanted to discuss, I guess, referees. It's a big hot button topic when it comes to baseball.
When I think of sports, I'm like, let's talk about those referees.
Dude, fuck you. You love robot umps and that kind of thing.
I know, that's actually true. I will say every time I'm around my father-in-law for like at Thanksgiving, very early, he brought up robot umps and we just argued as a family about every time. I love it. I enjoy the conversations.
He's anti?
He's anti and I'm pro. And then he's like, because of these conversations, he's like polling other people and telling me the results of the poll.
Yeah,
he's like, it's like 60-40 at this point. Most people want robot umps. He's doing a full census of the country on what people want for umpires. So yeah, do you want me to bring up the video, Mike, or do you want to?
Yeah, you can. So honestly, that's part of the reason why I brought it up. I knew you had an affinity for robot umps,
wow.
and soccer uses VAR, which is a robot ump essentially. It's not perfect, just like replay in baseball. And I think this is a pretty good example. It does happen to, I'm a little biased because the two clips are of the team that I support. So I was really honed in on it. And I believe both of them had like two notoriously bad umps. So like when you think of like refs, when you think of a bad baseball ump, those like 2 or 3 names that come to mind, these are 2 of them in soccer. And so one of them is a yellow card was given to a player and one was a red card given to a player. So red card, again, you're off. You're done for 3 games.
You're kicked out of the game.
It's like
a personal foul in football now where they have the like, this is one towards an ejection.
Yeah.
And
but then you're out 3 games. You're out the next 3
crazy.
games. Yeah. So and again, in this scenario,
you might as well
it's
spit
like
on somebody.
it's our best player. Yeah, and he probably did too. Like this guy is not like nice, but I just wanted to like get an opinion from people that have no fucking clue or like what a foul is really and see if you see any difference.
So I'm going to tell you that the the clip of this that I got. It's both of them, but they play simultaneously, top and bottom for the people. So we're gonna go. We'll watch it a couple times because it's gonna be really hard to see at the same. So I'm gonna focus on the top one. Oh. So they show a replay here. So it's like, hold on, I'll pause it real quick. It's like an attempt at a tackle, I believe you would call it. And
okay.
Yeah, I refereed soccer, believe it or not. That was like my first job ever, was refereeing soccer.
It's a lot of people's first job ever.
Yeah, I refereed soccer. This is a poor kid first jobs because I was like 13, and I refereed soccer, umpired baseball, and refereed basketball. Like, so I was refereeing and playing. I was refereeing those sports and playing baseball year round because
$20 a game or whatever.
Yeah, which felt like $1 million at the time.
It
So the
did.
top
It was
one
great.
seems like it's a doesn't feel incredibly dirty to me, but I don't play soccer, so like
No, so
it seems like it's potentially incidental. And now I'm gonna rewind this bad boy and we'll watch. I'm gonna focus on the bottom one now. Okay, so a guy goes down. I don't like the. Can I say I have real quickly because we see a guy writhing on the ground in pain. I have one thing my father-in-law and I agree on is the flopping. We got to get rid of the flopping. And my proposal is every personal foul in football should be reviewed. And if on review there's a flop, it counts as a personal foul the other direction. Get rid of the personal foul, move it back the other direction. And if you flop twice in a game, out for the game. Same as any other personal foul. Like the flopping has got to go. But
So I will say, and again, I'm soccer coach in Spokane. I like soccer. I'll defend it, whatever.
The
Everybody
mecca
has their
of soccer.
Everybody has their thing. Hey, we got a pro team that went to the championship their first 2 years, so eat farts. Anyways, they're the lowest level of pro, but it's neither here nor there. So they do now kind of
Will Watson
police.
was here right now.
You just be talking about how my eyes are as far away from the tackle as the ball or what. I don't know, something not clever. So they do now police flopping, at least at like the highest levels, to where like you get a card, and yellow cards, if you accrue X amount, even if it's not in one game, you'll be suspended for a match. So I think it's 4. And then the 5th one, you're out for the next game. So they do police it. They don't like stop the play and do replays and whatever. I'll say on these two, him writhing in pain. Yeah,
can I finish because they have the close up. It's hard to tell.
Oh yeah. Oh. Also, they wear giant metal spikes. So just so everyone's clear.
I don't know. Do you wear metal spikes?
Yeah, they got metal caps on them. They're not like the little ones that you remember playing Little League in, where they're this big. They're probably about almost an inch long.
So, Mike, are either one of these plays considered dirty? Like they both look like
they're both insanely dirty.
Really? Okay.
And anything. So that's kind of when you go for the ball, you're not supposed to like have your spikes up, or in this case, like down at them. Which is so like the red card is a red card. However, that yellow card is rougher than the red card because again, in soccer, you can tackle from whatever direction. You're supposed to A, get the ball first, and B, you're not supposed to come from behind. So like in that one, he is not going, the ball is almost gone before he even gets to his foot, and he's behind the player, and he goes just fucking cleats down on his ankle.
I feel like, can I watch him again? Can we watch him again?
Yeah.
Is that okay with everybody?
Yeah.
See, it's tough. This is like the vertical view, and 2 on the screen makes this tough, but I just want to see So the top one, okay, I think I see what you're saying, because the top one, I will say the top one looks less dirty than the bottom one does.
He's going for the ball, but the simple act of the way his foot is what the foul is. Which again,
because he hits the other guy on like high up on his leg or too high on his leg.
Because he could have just like turned his foot sideways and tried to block it that way, but he's going down at his foot. Yes, he's going near the ball, but it's.
And the bottom one, he's even higher up on the leg, and
he's coming from behind.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know what you want from us, Mike. You want controversy on this? I feel like we agree with you, and it's.
Oh, I didn't know if you would. That's fine. All right. What'd you want from me? We all think people should go for 2. What the fuck? Like, what are we talking about?
So I guess so. On both, they were awarded 2 different cards, is what you're saying?
Yeah.
Yeah,
All right, so
the guy
Townsend
on the
got
top
what?
got kicked out of the game and is
And
out
is-
for the next
and-
3 games.
And I guess if we want to go down like a little bit of a rabbit hole, like how we talked about like dirty plays and spitting or whatever, he is like a dirty player. Like
So
he's
this is
probably
Draymond
the
Green.
I would say
soccer.
better. Like he's the best at his position in the English Premier League.
Well, I mean, reputation wise.
Yeah, for sure.
Dirtiness.
Dirtiness. Yeah,
Okay.
like he probably gets a yellow every other game, if not every game.
Okay.
Like and he doesn't know. It's like a weird thing. He just only knows that speed. So like part of it is like, did he get the red because of who he is?
Can I
don't
tell you
know.
my least favorite thing about Americans liking English soccer is calling it my favorite club. The club thing bugs the shit out of me. And you know what else bugs the shit out of me? There's 2 other
Calling
things
it-
actually.
I know.
Calling
I
the
bet I know
uniform
one of
a
them.
kit and calling
Oh.
your cleats boots. Shut the fuck up.
Oh, I
Hold
didn't
on,
know the cleats boots thing.
Does calling it a match bother you?
Nah, I don't. Match doesn't bug me, and I
Match
can't give you a
doesn't
good
bug you,
reason
okay.
why. I totally see why you would think that, and you're probably right. I should be mad about that, but the rest of it, just shut up.
I think Boots is dumb. I think Kit's fun. Call it a kit. I don't know.
I bet you do.
Yeah, I do. What? Fuck you. Sorry, I'm also you can't see. I'm just surrounded by all of my soccer awards. So I gotta.
Oh, that's cool.
I gotta
Yeah,
take
that's great. The youth of America is in Mike's hands.
It is. It is.
That is terrifying. All right, I think this is the end. Do you guys want to? I'm gonna be doing comedy. I'm opening for Josh Firestein at Tacoma Comedy Club in a couple weeks. Chase, do you have any shows going on that you want to talk
I
about?
don't do comedy anymore, man. I'm a family man.
I will say. Go ahead.
Go ahead.
Not to. There's 2 things that are funny about that, which is one, you're like one of my favorite comedians. You were very nice to me when I first met you, and I was telling Mike did not like you. I told him when you were off. I've told you this story before, but like did not like you. I was like, who's this fucking Southern dickhead coming up taking all of our spots? And immediately liked you. And then I also remember we had a going away party for you when you were moving to California with your lady because you guys were having a kid, and you were like, "How do you do it? How do you balance?" And she's like, I remember she goes, "Chase needs to sleep. He needs to sleep. He can't." And you're like, "How do you do? And I'm like, "Oh, you're just tired all the time. That's the answer. Is you just have to be tired all the time." And then it turns out you do need your sleep enough to quit comedy.
Yeah, it turns out. Yeah, no, it's just, man. I don't gotta explain to you guys, but just schedule of life just kind of like affects everything. So yeah, I'm performing. Every month or 2, I'll have a gig or somewhere up in there, and as things get different, I will be performing more or whatever. But but I don't know. So yeah, don't look for a lot of a lot
Chase
of dates
material
for me for a little bit. Yeah.
All right.
I got this Lane Kiffin's a hoe thing, and that's pretty much as far.
Dude, I feel like that's something you can ride for a while, honestly.
Yeah.
I feel good about it. I feel like we can get there.
That is the modern Wiling Out. I guess Wiling Out's still
Yeah.
around. That's still the modern Wiling Out.
I'm sure you're opening for someone on Wild and Out really soon, Casey.
I wish. I do not get booked on those kind of shows, it turns out.
I didn't say on Wild and Out. Man, you would get torn apart.
No. I'm saying I don't get booked on those kinds of comedy shows. Very often. If you catch my drift.
Like he's not opening for DC.
It's like Maddie
picture of you with
Smith
Sean
and
Kemp.
Brent Pella are the 2 guys that are the 2 comics I can hope to open for if that clears it up at all.
Funny.
Mike, you bearded trivia all over Spokane.
Yep. Couple of breweries, couple of spots. If you're ever in Spokane, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday nights, I host. I have a podcast with a couple of buddies called Honey, We Started a Podcast. It's a movie podcast. Casey's dumbass is probably going to come on eventually. You can follow. It's Honey, We Started _pod on Instagram.
I should have just muted you before you got the plug out.
That would have been good. Just fucking going off. Yeah.
Right on.
Yeah, that's
all right.
that's my life.
Hopefully we do this again next week. Hopefully Chase has better internet next week. We'll see.
I make no promises.
right.
Later.
Later, fellas.
All right, later, Mike. Like, Casey.
Hey,
Later.
hang out for a second till your video uploads, by the way.
Okay.
Okay.
All right.
So I just leave and open up